father was a choir master in the early 40s and 60s before his death in the 70s. He was a master of canticles, a master of organs and a celebrated organist. He was a master in conducting and in composing Christmas, Easter and classical songs. He also composes song every October in commemoration of Nigeria's independence. My father has never missed out on the celebration of Nigeria's birthday. It was our annual celebration and we did it solemnly. My father every year composed an ode to celebrate Nigeria and Nigeria's independence, which were usually sang in the cathedral. His lyrics echoes the beauty of Nigeria, and the solo filled my hearts and the hearts of all his listeners with hope. I could remember vividly sitting with my father in his study in the year 1972. Watching him compose a poem he titled Songs of Birds, which became his last song. That night, my father finished the tonal language of the Songs of Birds and he said to me, "This is what we hope for." Then he sang the first lines. "Hope shall come from sons and daughters who rule with one Nigeria in their young hearts. They will step down for others' younger generation, and for once, Nigerians will hope again." I stood up from the couch, sat on and walked to him where he sat on the stool of the pianoforte, which was a gift from Diocese of Niger Delta. He touched the keys softly, playing with the tonal language of the poem. I asked, how can we even think of hope when our eyes still sees the horror of the war and our hearts is still mourning all the beautiful people and things we lost during the war? Father smiled in the gentle way that always made me think of the sun. Yes, true, the war has ended and tears has not ceased, but there is still hope for us because we survive in the war, because there are creation of new states. And more states will be created, because our own children will be giving the mantles of leadership in their motherland. Because quality tertiary education will not be exclusively reserved for politicians and their children, because the young shall rule, because nobody will ask you of your tribe before you can get a job in civil service. Because one Nigeria does not mean division of Nigerians. Because peace and unity, peace and progress is our motto. My father died before October 1972, and I placed the Songs of Birds into a metal box and I buried it and refused to sing the song, because of the coup led by Colonel Suka Dimka. I thought the song unfit for Nigeria. What hope had my father for or seen in Nigeria that only after 6 years of us experiencing a coup that led to the bloody civil war our leaders are already attempting another one? The next year, October, I did not celebrate it or sing Father's Song of Bird because I did not understand why Fela Kuti's house was set ablaze by armed soldiers. Why we felt more frightened in the face of words than weapon. And in the year when I thought I should honor Father and sing the Songs of Birds, I still did not because of the tragedy of Abiola. And on October 1st I cried for things that would have been that is not. I cried for the hope my father had seen that is and has just become an illusion. I cried for the Nigeria I have dreamt of ever since I heard the lyrics of the Song of Birds, and I cried because I knew I will never purge the feeling of guilt if I should stand before any audience and sing Father's ode, and I cried because no ear would understand Father's last musical poem. For many years, I expected October as October and threw away that culture Father had inculcated in me to celebrate Nigeria's birthday as he fondly called it in a solemn manner. I had no expectations or joy in the celebration of independence as a child would receive a food he doesn't like but eat it anyways because that is the only food available. But this year, I finally unearthed Father's Song of Birds and sang it on the eve of independence because the hope Father had seen 52 years ago was not in our leaders, or any government but in our motto, peace and unity, faith and progress. It's in this motto that we had the power to change what it to what will be. And so on October 1st this year I sang my own composed music, one I did hastily the previous night but with inspiration, and I titled it Canticles in October. It was unlike Father's Song of Birds, a song of power. It was a revolutionary song. It was a song calling upon the spirits of Nigeria people to stand up and unite and take charge of the change they seek. It was a song that ended well for the unity and faith, peace and progress of Nigeria.
If you enjoyed this content, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get good contents like this. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.